At 317 and 319 East Emma Avenue and 316 East Meadow Avenue, one will find three structures that make up the Springdale Poultry Industry Historic District. These properties are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Prominence of the poultry industry in Springdale can largely be credited to Jeff Brown. Brown in 1921 became the very first person to start a commercial chicken hatchery in Springdale. Interestingly, Brown came to Springdale from his mother's chicken farm in Cave Springs to grow apples with his wife Anna. But their orchard was devastated by worms and disease. Jeff Brown then fell back on his childhood experience of raising chickens. Brown helped found the Arkansas Poultry Improvement Association in 1927 and was its first president. In 1944, through a partnership known as the Springdale Electric Hatchery, 317 East Emma Avenue, a large structure built in 1923 was purchased on Brown and moved his local operations to downtown Springdale. The name was later changed to Jeff B. Brown and Company Incorporated. It was at this location that Brown experimented to develop faster growing and more desirable chickens. For example, in 1948, Brown began the Leadbreast, a chicken variety that would become one of his greatest achievements. By 1965, this bird made up 40% of the broiler chicks sold in the United States and was sold to over 52 other countries. Brown died in 1965, and his company was dissolved in 1969. 317 East Emma Avenue was then sold. John Tyson was born in 1911 and moved to Springdale in 1931 in a truck given to him by his father. Originally, he worked as a trucker hauling fruits, vegetables, and hay across northwest Arkansas. In the 1930s, he recognized the need to transport chickens to markets outside of the area and began hauling chickens to cities outside of Arkansas. When his trucking business grew so big he couldn't get enough chickens from local growers to meet demand, he began hatching chickens himself. By the end of the 1930s, Tyson was hatching chicken. In 1947, Tyson founded Tyson's Feed and Hatchery, Incorporated, and announced the headquarters of his business as 319 East Emma Avenue, formerly the site of the Springdale Produce Company. Tyson also purchased property south of this building at 316 East Meadow Drive. In 1952, Don Tyson, John's son, joined his father's business, and in 1966, he was named president of the company. The following year, John Tyson and his wife, Helen, were killed in a car accident. Despite this tragedy, in the years that followed, Don Tyson continued to grow the family business, which remained headquartered on Emma Avenue until 1969. Today, Tyson Foods stands as one of Arkansas's and especially Springdale's most important companies.